Que onda, Chalupa lovers? Welcome to Aspire Go Test. We're attending Ferrán Torres, the 17-year-old right mid slash right winger, says a 71 overall. So 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. We'll take a look at those physical and mental stats first here. So 80 acceleration, 78 sprint speed, but pretty low agility balance. 62 agility, 66 balance, 60 jumping, 63 stamina, and 60 strength. Mentally, 62 reaction, 65 attack position, and 67 vision. So definitely, it's probably going to feel pretty sluggish on the ball with that low agility and balance on him, but technically he's pretty solid with a good ball control at the 73, 70 crossing, also 74 dribbling and 72 finishing, along with 67 long pass and 65 short pass, shot power and long shots in those mid 50s along with the volleys there. So some pretty good technical stats, but I do think just the general agility balance is going to be a big issue for you with him. I've seen a lot of complaints from other people about that on FIFA as well, but he's 5'11", right-footed, high medium work rates, 4-star weak foots, and 3-star skill moves. No specialties or traits, obviously, at the moment, but a +3 at the end of that first season, with the pace growing by a point, +4 to the stamina also, and we'll see how he grew tactically also in this first season. So ball control up by 4, +1 crossing, finishing up by 6, a +12 to the long pass, with a +9 to the short pass. And end up with some really good passing. That is some really good growth in just those two stats, really, in that first season. Now, in the second season, up by 3 days overall, acceleration up by 1, along with the agility, bounce, and jumping, and the stamina growing by 3 points, and mentally you can see attack position with a +2 and a +1 to the reactions, aggression, and vision. Now, technically, +3 ball control, crossing up by 7, dribbling and finishing up by 2, and along with a +6 to the long pass and a +3 to short pass. So at 77 overall, very good ball control, crossing, dribbling, finishing, and passing ability he has on him. So now 79 overall at age 20, some nice growth to that pace, a +5 acceleration, +2 sprint speed, agility up by 1 with the jumping, stamina, vision, and reactions. Now technically we'll see his growth here, crossing up by 5, +3 dribbling, +4 finishing, with a +2 long pass and a +4 to the short pass. So some really good technical stats on him for sure. So we'll see how he ends up looking once he does hit that potential. He's really not that far away now either. So +2 is overall up to that 82. So +1 the acceleration, sprint speed up by 4, agility up by 2, along with a +1 to the jumping, stamina, and vision. Now technically crossing up by 6, along with a +7 to the dribbling, finishing up to the 89 with a +5. Now long pass up to the 91, along with a +4 the short pass, they're making up to the 85 mark. So those, I believe, about 6 stats there in those technical areas have been growing so well of his game. But now the physical stats are getting some good growth, especially the pace up by 2 points here at age 22, 83 overall, and technically a little bit of growth to the ball control up by 2, long pass up by 3, and some +1s all around to the short pass, shot power, long shots, along with the tackling and volleys. So now 84 overall, another +1. He did grow so quickly at the start, so I think these last couple of seasons just kind of the game maybe just kind of nerfing him in a sense, his growth, so that he wouldn't reach that potential so quickly. But physically, there was some good growth to the pace. Technically, also crossing, dribbling, finishing up by 3, along with a +2 to his long pass. So still some really good improvements to him physically and tactically, despite just the +1 to the overall. But now physically, balance up by 2, stamina up by 5, up to the 80 marks. Definitely going to be able to help track back, which is nice to see for any wide player. I do think that's really key in FIFA especially. But technically, ball control up by 3, crossing up by 4, +2 the finishing, and the long pass is now maxed out at that 99. So you can see him now basically hitting that potential at age 25, at 87 overall, 3-star skill moves, and 4-star weak foot. So I like that weak foot is going to be a pretty solid player for you technically and physically. He ends up with 92 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, 66 agility, 71 balance, 65 jumping, 83 stam, which is pretty solid, 61 strength, and mentally 66 reaction, 68 attack position, 70 vision. So mental stats really are quite poor. We'd like to see a lot higher attack position and vision. If his vision was higher, he would be a very high rated cam, obviously, with that passing ability. Then technically 88 ball control, 97 crossing, 90 dribbling, 98 finishing, 99 long pass, along with 87 short pass, 57 shot power, 63 long shots, 65 volleys. So I've noticed, right mids and left mids really don't get too much growth actually in those long shots compared to some other positions. So we'll take a look at his calculations at each position here. So 78 as a striker, 85 as a winger, 81 as a center forward, 83 as a cam, 79 as a center mid. So again, like I said before, his vision was around, 78 or so. Attack position was higher. He would be a much more high-rated player in general, but especially at those center attacking mid and center mid spots there. But he's, again, 5'11", right-footed, high medium work rates, 4-star weak foots, and 3-star skill moves. Ends up with that speedster specialty, and obviously some really good stats all around, as we'll see the individual growth of each attribute here in a second, also to really kind of sum up the growth for these right mids without training. But you can see here the crossing up by 27, finishing up by 26, plus 22 the short pass, volleys up by 13, plus 16 dribbling, long pass up by 32, ball control with a plus 15, plus 12 to the acceleration sprint speed. Unfortunately, only a plus for the Jody reactions and balance up by 5. So, unfortunately, see the Jody so low, but stamina up by 20 points. Long shots with a plus 8 and just a plus 1 the strength. Mentally, very poor growth. Just a plus 3 to the positioning and vision. That's really pathetic, honestly. The algorithm really needs a lot of work for player growth without training in FIFA. Hopefully, we get some changes next FIFA. But I think it's a really good indicator for you guys to see how a lot of these right mids grow without training. When you get to some of these players, the bigger differential between their overall and their potential. So either way, a very good technical player, obviously, but the agility is quite poor along with the balance. It's a little bit better, but I still think he's going to feel pretty sluggish on the ball. Like I said before, some people have complained about him before, so he might be better off centrally, a little bit deeper as a center mid or a cam even, to be able to pick out some of those passes and maybe get in behind to utilize that great finishing he has also. But with that, to my future Liverpool lovers, thank you for tuning in. I love you all. I'll be signing out now, and I'll catch you guys later.